Well, what a strange game of football that was. Welcome back to West Ham Official. I hope you are all well. I'm here to reflect on last night's semi-final first leg win over AZ Alkmaar. Rangers' goal was overturned by two goals in under 10 minutes from COYI from the spot and Mikel Antonio later on from a corner to take us to Amsterdam next Thursday with a one-goal lead under our belts, which, as I said last night and as many people have said, is a massive boost. So we're here, as I said, to reflect on last night's game. There is plenty to discuss, so we will get straight on into it then. Now, look, there's no denying how flat, how poor, how tactically inept we were in the first half last night. I thought we were really poor. And I was shouting, this is a European semi-final. We were playing it like a pre-season friendly in the first half. There was no press, there was no intensity, there was no sort of desire there to go and get the ball. A couple of times we did go and press them, we put them under pressure and we made them make a couple of rash mistakes. But we didn't capitalise on that further. We didn't continue pressing them. That was a perfect first half away performance in Europe by Alkmaar. Set up shop, quieten the crowd down, get a goal to put themselves in front and silence the crowd and get themselves on top. That was absolutely perfect first half from Alkmaar's point of view. And we had to change that. The Cole brothers said it at half time, we need to up the intensity to this. We need to, look like it's a semi-final more because we looked really tired. And that's the first time I think we've seen that for quite a while. We seem to have battled through the 2 games a week, but in all games for it to pop up, I thought most of our players looked incredibly tired last night. And whether it was a decision made by Moyes or whether it was just a lack of desire to go and get it in the first half, whatever reason it was, there was no press there, which meant we didn't put Alkmaar under as much pressure as we would have liked, and the crowd got restless, which is not what we wanted last night. And when we did flick that switch, we got the element of luck through Matt Ryan punching Bowen in the face. There's no doubt about that penalty, and Benrahma had a hell of a lot of time to think about that because they're increasing the amount of time between the referee the referee pointing to the spot and the penalty actually being taken. It was a long time, and he still slotted it away. There was no mind games there, and that's a perfect penalty drilled into that bottom left-hand corner, into the side netting sort of area. There is no stopping that. So yeah, that put us back level. That got the crowd up a bit, and we all felt that we had to go on and get another one. Of course, we would have all taken a draw at half time, the way we played in that first half, but overall, we've got to look at it as we didn't play well, but we managed to come out the other side with an advantage. And I think that's what we've got to take away from this now. Yes, there'll be the negativity, and I've just mentioned the comments there that I wasn't very happy with that first half. I don't think any West Ham fan could have been happy with that first half, but we turned it around. That's the key thing about it. And then, of course, from a corner, it was a bit of a goal mouth scramble. Hats off to the Alkmaar defender, because what a clearance off the line that was. But thankfully, Mikel Antonio was there to greet it and put it into the back of the net. There were questions there, looking VAR, about whether it came off Asuma's hand down to the back post, but it was his shoulder. So thankfully, nothing materialised of that VAR check, and the goal stood. And it was West Ham 2, AZ Alkmaar 1. And then we had another couple of chances to really put ourselves in front, but of course we couldn't take them. Danny Ings came on, probably one of his best games actually, in a West Ham shirt, because I've been a big critic of his when he came on and not really done anything, but he held the ball up quite well. He did the job that he needed to do, because Antonio was absolutely knackered. I still wouldn't have taken Antonio off, but it is David Moyes we are talking about here. So overall, the way we've got to look at it, Alkmaar weren't great. I didn't think they obviously came to do a job on us, and they certainly did that in the first half. But second half, we managed to work it out. A bit of luck got us out. That was the turning point, and we managed to turn things around with a one-goal lead heading over to the Netherlands. They're not great, Alkmaar. I didn't think they were good. These sides can be a different kettle of fish at home in terms to away, but they've now got to go and chase the game. They can't portray the same tactics that they have done tonight, because they are trailing. We can go over there and try and do everything they did tonight. Time waste, the dark arts. They tried that, and it didn't work in the end. And the referee assisted them in some parts, I thought. I mean, taking the goal kicks, the referee was running up, making sure they were outside of the box. I mean, the referee wasn't very good last night. I don't think it was a foul on Paqueta on second look. First look, I thought it was a definite foul, but I don't think there's enough contact there to warrant a foul being given. But Ariola's got to do better there. I haven't really mentioned it because I talked about the positives there, but for that Alkmaar goal, Areola simply has to do better. I've been somebody that's backed Lucas Fabianski through various stages of the last couple of seasons. I've received criticism for it, and I don't think Areola's really lived up to the expectation this season. The games he's come in, I don't think he's commanded his box very well. I don't think his distribution is at all great, and I think we saw that again last night, and especially over in Ghent last month. He's not doing himself any favours, Areola. Whether there's something not quite right there, I'm not too sure. But again, you've got to be saving that near post. I know it bounced in front. Whether that makes it harder for a keeper, I don't know. I'm not a keeper, but Matthew Ryan made a better save to that. Was it a Ben Rama sort of curling shot into the bottom corner, fingertip round the post? That was a brilliant save, and that one was a more routine save from Areola, and it went straight through him and it went in. So question marks have got to be put there. And one thing I would say, if that's Lucas Fabianski, he gets absolutely pelters from this fan base. So I don't know. Will we see Lucas Fabianski back in next week? That is definitely a debate that we need to have over the next 7 days. Will Areola now maintain his Europa Conference League spot in that starting lineup? That is a discussion to have. But in the end, it hasn't mattered too much. We take the advantage, and now let's go and capitalise. And we have to be better next week. I do think we'll win the tie now. I think we'll go through to the final. We're 90 minutes away from a European final. Oh, can you believe it? 90 minutes from a European final. But, there's a big but, if we play like we did for the first 65 minutes, then we could be in trouble. Because at home, I've just got a funny feeling that they're going to be a completely different kettle of fish. I think they'll come out, they'll be attacking, they'll have a great home atmosphere. It'll be crazy like it was at Ghent. And yeah, they will be a better side at home, I can guarantee you that. So we've definitely got to be wary of that. We've got to play much better if we want to progress through, even though we did win tonight. We need to be better next week. Rest them all on Sunday. I don't care. If Liverpool and Newcastle win, we are mathematically safe. So it's irrelevant, completely irrelevant. I think those sides will win and we're mathematically safe. Rest every single one of them players, boys, that you want to play on next Thursday. Rest them all. Play the youngsters. I do not care. This takes priority now. And we've got ourselves into a position where we could still bottle it because they could be, sort of dangerous at home. But we're in a position now where we can solidly be confident in ourselves to go over there to get maybe 1 or 2 more goals and win the tie convincingly. So Moyes, there was an element last night of tiredness, of fatigue, and we do not want to see that next Thursday. Rest these players for the irrelevant game against Brentford on Sunday. It's got to be, it's got to take priority now. The Conference League has to take priority. We've got a clear route to a final of a European competition. So let's get ourselves there. Thank you very much indeed, everybody, for watching. My nose is blocked out, so I'm going to go drop a like on the video and subscribe to West Ham Unofficial if you're new. And I'll see you soon right here on West Ham Unofficial. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.